Listen up, Rangers, welcome to Geek Chess. My name is Shin.
And my name's Red.
And today... Wait a second, haven't we done this before?
Ah, you mean that abridged review we already did of this guy?
Ah, yes, that one. Kinda slipped my mind for a second.
And I sort of forgot about it too, because we were like, man, we should do some reviews of some old Pacific Rims, and we were like, oh, we haven't done Leatherback, yes, let's do that one, yeah! And then we actually did kind of do, well, you guys did one, so you're drunk, Red. But hey, since we filmed it, we're going to put it on anyways.
Ah, yes, typical Steve. Always trying to get that YouTube views.
You know it.
You're doing them right.
Hey, maybe this time they'll have a different opinion on the figure.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Hey, to be fair, Steve forgot about this review. I'm 100% certain he doesn't remember his opinions either.
Got a point, Steve can't even remember half the time what he ate for breakfast.
Hey, that's not true. I totally had... Was it eggs? Vitamin cereal? Could have been Burger King? You know what? Shut up. Listen to Rangers, look at the Geek Chess. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnez.
And today
We're gonna kick it old school.
is the day that we've had some people ask us to do some old videos, or like, you reviewed all these other Kaiju or Jaegers from Pacific Rim. Why not this one? So we figured we get one of the bucket list ones out of the way of doing Leatherback.
Maybe
now,
two.
might do two, because there is actually one other Kaiju specifically I haven't reviewed, and it was because it came out like towards the end, and I think it was one of those like I bought on clearance because the box was fudged up.
I don't even know his name, to be honest with you.
I actually would have to look it up because he's in like a scene for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But we definitely know Leatherback here, which is the Kaiju during the I want to say second act.
It's a better version of Kong, that's all I'll say.
Yeah, pretty much. He was kind of like our King Kong for the movie. Sadly, don't have the package, so you'll have to live without that portion. But this one, I think, still came on the plastic card. They started doing the boxes after this guy. Because we had Knifehead was the first one. He came second. And then they redid Knifehead for the more deluxe one to make him in scale. Because the original Knifehead actually doesn't match this one in size. But this one actually matches the Jaegers. So, since we don't have his cardboard prison, I guess we'll just get into it. Alright, so, also didn't come with any accessories. So, for the detailing, looks freaking phenomenal.
I don't know why we never did this guy. He actually looks pretty dang good. Can you open his mouth?
Bam.
Oh.
Right? And the thing is, like, his paint job is like the most basic thing ever, because it's literally just blues
But it works.
and dark grays.
It works.
Well, it's just how he was in the movie, so it's like,
It reminds me of a movie. What movie did I see that where there's like...
Pacific Rim.
No, there's like some kind of animated movie where there's like a chick with tattoos and they start glowing. She gets powers. That's
Kami got killed. Doesn't that happen in Kami got killed?
I don't remember.
Because she, like, stabs herself with her sword.
Like I said, I don't remember. I know I remember seeing it where like the
forget.
tattoos glow and she gets like abilities or powers or something like that. That's what this guy reminds me.
God, I wish he got abilities. Outside, he had like the EMP blast from his shoulders. But I guess we'll start with the face, which for its head sculpt, it's fairly like reptilian looking still.
Just kind of weird.
But you do get the metallic blue for the tongue. You get a little bit of it in between the crest here.
What is that? A third eye in the center on his forehead?
No, it's just like where its hair, the tendrils on the back of its head come from. The one thing that like I think made this Kaiju fairly iconic for me is because when you first saw the original trailer,
Yeah.
like this is the one you saw like roaring in the background, and then also like the one that like threw Gypsy across and got you excited for it. But its eyes also done in the same metallic blue. But you do get like the little slash for the pupils, which is nice. Moving down to its gigantic neck, where you get the bioluminescent tribal tattoos, which are just done in a metallic, it's almost kind of like a teal color. That come along to the bottom here. It kind of gives him like this weird cloud looking thing on his chest.
What is that? Like, I don't know.
Not too sure, but it does give him nipples.
It does.
So at least And like because the rest of the body structure is very gorilla-esque, especially with the way the chest is defined, and you start getting like some of the muscle definition, but then he's super pudgy.
Yeah, don't you make fun.
Coming along to the bottom. And he's got like this like frog rear end going on.
Bad enough I got called fat yesterday. Don't you make fun of us, Steve.
He also got called fat at work, which is hilarious. But anyways, for the back structure, you get some little spiky protrusions, and then this thing that it could like build an electronic charge, and then it could smash it with this portion and disperse it. But I don't understand by anatomy how this would work.
I don't get it. Like that was like one of my biggest thing about him is how did he work?
Yeah, because essentially like all the kaijus were just like engineered monsters. Like they were engineered.
Like I get
so it makes sense that it could have something like this because it's not natural to begin with, and I think that helps a lot with the kaijus is because they just don't look natural in some aspects. But then like when you see like the silhouette, you're like, oh, it's a gorilla.
Then you look at the back.
And then you're
What
like,
is it?
the fudge, it's like some kind of space vehicle. And then you also get like the ribbing section here with some more of that nice metallic. And then moving on back to the arms here where you get the giant protrusions at the top of the shoulder. And same with it's got like a little spiky area for the elbows. Its hands got spikes for days. Giant claws. It's also got like almost kind of like crab armor for the front of its paws. Like, how did this thing ever lose a fist fight? Ever.
Man, just like look at that spike on his elbow, man. All he had to do was elbow drop and just kill it.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Gamera.
Yeah.
What's going on there? And then he's got these little tiny legs in the back with also a little spike coming out the back of the
baby feet.
Ankle thing. But again, very gorilla-like. But yeah, outside of that, just detailed very nicely. Looks very reminiscent from the movie. But this is also when they would use a lot of the computer models for the figures, and then pretty much just printed them out, added articulation, good to go.
Like
Or
even
that backwards, but still. Anyways,
even the paint job looks kind of basic on it. I think it works out.
yeah, it was just like he wasn't super colorful in the movie outside of the tribaling, so it just pretty much that's the only thing that super stands out of this figure from a distance. And then once you get it like up close, you can appreciate all the detailing. But again, very much like how it was in the film. And then for its articulation, no, this is a very early kaiju in the line. And for the most part, the kaijus weren't very well known for their articulation. And that's kind of where this one falls
so keep
into.
that in mind before you judge.
Yeah. So anyways, head can look side to side. Mouth can open and close.
Anything inside of the mouth?
Nope. Like I said, that's all you get.
What the
Arms
hell, man?
can move a little bit forward, a little bit back, again a little bit forward, a little bit back. Bend at the elbow, rotation at the hand.
Can they go any further back, or is it just literally?
No, like I said, you don't get much. There's no rotation at the elbow, nothing. Fingers can kind of move though. They're each
something
individual joints, so that's pretty sweet. Same with the thumb, can move a little bit forward and back. Nothing at the waist. Legs, a little bit of a rotation. Well, actually, a lot of rotation.
Oh, you know.
Please don't break now because you're kind of expensive to replace. You get a little bit of a wiggle there too, but nothing too crazy. Bend at the knee, bend at the middle knee. Feet can rotate side to side.
Wait, can that part above the foot move too? Because it looks like it can.
Yeah, this part can, but it's not crazy.
That thing right there.
I'm moving it. See?
No, like rotate. Does it rotate now?
Just at the foot.
Oh.
This doesn't rotate. And then that's about it.
Wait, the thing in the back doesn't move?
What thing?
The sparking
His
EMP
stumpy
making?
tail? No, that's all fixed.
Oh, what the heck?
You can't replicate the stuff in the movie. That would be kind of cool if it was like spring loading. You could like, it needs like a cap gun. That would be kind of neat.
Would have been the greatest thing ever.
So for quick comparisons here, we have Leatherback compared next to some other NECA Pacific Rim kaijus with battle damaged knife head and axe head. Now I know some people are going to be like, "But Steve, that's Trespasser. Trespasser has his own figure." This is the prototype. Prototype's named axe head.
Why is he so ugly, Steve? Like the color.
I don't know. We don't ask why you're ugly.
Yeah, no, you got me. You
All
got
right, moving on. And here's next to some other kaijus with Otachi, land version, and Scunner. And here is next to Hardship and the first Jaeger, at least that we're showing here anyways. You remember his name? Horizon Brave?
Robot. There we go.
Sure. Hold up. I had a brain fart. God, it's 9:30. Horizon Brave.
According to
Yeah, I was right.
Woo! High five for Steve. Good memory, buddy.
And here's with some more Jaegers with Gypsy Danger and Crimson Typhoon. And for some random comparisons here, we have the Bandai Vinyl Shin Godzilla and the Bandai Elite Series.
Goldberg.
Elite Series.
Why is Goldberg bigger than any of them?
Right? He's still getting a jackhammer. So overall for the NECA Leatherback, this thing's I still really enjoy. Granted, it's got some limited articulation, but from back in the day, it's not too bad. God, I hate saying back in the day because it's not that. It doesn't feel that old, but this was like 2000. God, was it 2012?
It's old enough. How about that?
Man, 2013. Man, it's been 7 years since Pacific Rim came out.
Yeah, it is back in the days officially, Steve.
Well, at least like for toys. Like after like a couple of years in the toy industry, usually something's improved by then.
Yeah.
And definitely even with just like the newer kaijus, definitely outshining the older ones in articulation anyways. But this guy's still standing on your shelves, gonna look fantastic. Now, is the $60 to $80 fantastic? Because that's generally what you're looking for. When I paid, God, I want to say it was like $25. Because I know the Jaegers were 20. I think he was like a little bit more, maybe 30. So you're looking at about double easily. And if you don't already, like if you're already collecting Pacific Rim stuff, I think at that price point, he's still within reason. Like, he's not Mutavore at, like, 100. Or the Otachis.
Which I don't understand why.
He actually shows up in the movie and does something.
Technicalities,
He knocks over a wall.
Technicalities?
And it makes Striker Eureka sort of impressive until it loses to this guy. Right? So I'd say if you don't have them, I still like $60. Like there's still a lot of plastic here.
Yeah. Oh, that's just it. There's a lot to him. He's got oomph.
Yeah, because even like looking at like Hardship and Mutavore, those guys were like 50-ish, and he's still like fairly comparable, but just not like articulation wise.
That's only his downfall is the articulation, but he has a great paint job. I can appreciate that. For
like,
what he is. That's not bad.
Yeah, again, like I just have him sitting here on this table, and I still just like stare at him periodically. So definitely, if you guys are into Pacific Rim, this guy's still worthy of being in your collection. We're thinking about doing the Hardship video too, but that's going to be kind of based on how good this video does, and just the overall like want of that review, because it has been a minute since Pacific Rim has been out. But if you guys are interested, definitely be willing to do a video. What do you guys think? If you guys picked up this figure, what's your favorite Pacific Rim Kaiju, or is Atlantic Rim just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook. If you guys like to keep up to date with the channel and donate, would greatly appreciate it. And help us defeat those Kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.